I didn't loop the countdown this time
Killed
twice.
it.
It only counted us down
Killed it.
once. I love
Absolutely.
it. Listen, my computer and I don't always get along, but when we do, we do.
Best friends.
And I am still riding the high from today's episode, so I'm glad my
Yeah.
computer is also doing the same thing.
Yeah, speaking of that, Jordan, welcome back to Monday.
Yes.
What kind of Monday is it?
It is a Maul Monday. Yes.
It was such a good week to be a Star Wars fan. Oh my god.
Yes. Yes, this week, today, this morning / late last night, we got episodes 3 and 4 of Maul Shadow Lord on Disney Plus. I don't know how to count. I'm not that great at math. So when I was making the title for this episode, I accidentally put 2 and 3 instead of 3 and 4, and was confused as to why it didn't look right. Yeah. But it did look right, so it's fine.
I gotta pull up the names for them this week. I had them ready last week. I wasn't prepared because what keeps throwing me off is that they're chapters. Is that they're labeling the episodes as chapters. So chapter 3, Whispers in the Unknown, and chapter 4, Pride.
Hold on. Our vertical Instagram, y'all gotta let us know when things don't look right, okay? Let me see if this fixes it. Okay.
Oh, I'm zoomed in here. I can fix myself.
Okay. I don't know. Am I fine?
You're gorgeous.
I'm fine, but
perfect. Well, I can't sing that. We probably get copyright strike. Off to a great start.
Off to a fantastic start. Yeah. I mean, hey, don't let me stop you if you want to rant about the episodes first.
Truly. So last week, obviously, I made my. We talked about predictions. We talked about like grading, and in episode 1, I put at a. I think I said like a 8.7, and then episode 2 I put at like a 7.9. Yeah. Someone fact checked me from last episode. It's probably wrong. What's up, Haven?
It is your boys, Haven. We are here.
Yeah,
we are here.
Now this week, my ratings are very high. I put chapter 3 at like a 9.3 and chapter 4 at like a 9.6.
Yes.
Truly, like, what a week.
Yeah.
And predictions wise, we talked last time and we were like, what do we want to see? And I said, I want to see a compassionate, Maul. Lo and behold, episode 3, chapter 3. There he was, showing his face.
What a beautiful time.
What a crazy. The tea scene was amazing. Spoilers. We are going to be talking spoilers of chapter 3 and chapter 4 of Maul Shadow Lords. Haven't watched it yet. Leave us on. Mute us. Go watch it.
Yeah, you don't have to
on
leave.
your phone. Yeah. Because the more views, the better. I appreciate it. But
please.
No, I can't even. Chapter 3 was so good. Yeah. I should have labeled my notes out because as I was watching, I was texting Jordan.
We miss you too.
Oh, we miss you, buddy. I was texting Jordan, and I was like, I'm just gonna text you all of my notes as I'm watching this, because I watched episode 3 and 4. And then I went back and watched all 4 of them again from the beginning, just to get like a full rundown of everything that's happening, because I think that there was some stuff that I missed, and there was some stuff that I missed that was important that I went back and watched. So, yes. Master Daki, Uncle Daki,
love him. God. The galaxy's uncle.
What a dude!
Yeah,
truly, what a guy. Absolutely love these characters. I love where we're going. I love that when Sam, because we're on first name basis with Sam Winter, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But when Sam came out about everything, and he's like, "Look, we've seen Sith lore Maul. We've seen broken and taken away Maul. This is a new Maul." He's absolutely right. This is a new Maul. We've never seen this Maul before, and I'm obsessed. I'm living for it.
Going into the show, it's pretty like, okay, Maul, so why not? For sure. And then as we were getting stuff for it, I was like, okay, like I'm kind of seeing the hype. I get it. And then these last 2 episodes, I was like, oh, like I definitely get it now.
Yeah.
Give me 17 more.
Yep. Please.
Yeah. As I'm probably gonna say it every week, but the sound design of this show, oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
I heard somewhere, I think it was on TikTok.
Are you about to say what I think you're about to say with the lightsaber?
That, well, I was gonna say that too, but before that, I was gonna say, what was I gonna say?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Somebody said that they made a post that was like, watch it with headphones.
Mm-hmm.
And I was at the gym when I was watching the first episode, which got me through the rest of my workout, because before I put the episode on, I was about 30 seconds from walking out that door. I was so tired. But listening to it with my wireless earbuds or whatever, I was like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we talked about that. Yeah, we talked about that last week. It truly made a difference, because I watched episode 1 and 2 on our TV downstairs, me and my wife, and then
who's like the best person ever, by the way, guys.
I mean, it's truly, she wasn't able to watch episode 3 and 4, so she was like, no, don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it for me. I'm like, you gotta watch it in the dark.
You gotta watch it in the dark. Yeah,
because these episodes, if you were watching, and everyone knows how TV resolution is, like when it's light outside, sometimes it's difficult to see. This week's were definitely needed to be watched in the dark. Luckily, I had mine on my iPad, but yeah, truly, headphones needed to be in. We talked about that last week. There was a lot that I missed by not listening to it with my headphones in, that you picked up, Jordan. The noise on the title screen, the background music, like there's so much that you're missing out on if you're not giving it at least a second rewatch.
Yeah, for
with
sure.
Headphones on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch it now on my TV after we do this, because I have some stuff I need to work on for school, work, and this. So Maul will be in the background while I'm doing that. So, and I'm gonna turn all the lights off and stuff. And I don't have blackout. I have blackout curtains in my room, so I might do everything in my room and watch it on my TV in my room.
There you go.
Because there's no curtains in the game room.
Yeah,
I'm talking like everybody knows my house, but
no, we don't. We know.
Alexa, Playhouse Tour by Sabrina Carter. But anyways, yeah. So I'm probably be watching in the dark just so I can see that. I think it's cool that we watch it different ways. Because we can like be like, yeah, like, did you notice this? And then you can be like, no, I didn't, but did you notice that? I think that's really cool. And yeah, so one of the and the other thing that I was gonna say for sure, you already clocked it earlier, was that they used Sam's screams again, first name basis. I was practically in the same building as him over the weekend because I went to that convention last week.
Yeah, you were right there. You were there.
Yeah. So
obviously he said he came over and say hi. You know,
right. I was like, oh, hey Sam. Oh my god.
Thanks for talking about me.
Right, exactly. So he's probably watching right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, him and Dave are probably out on watching this, sharing it with each other, being like, these guys are so great. But they used his screams as part of the lightsaber hums, and I'm like, me too. Me with my own lightsaber. Like, no, I was a Jedi. How do I put my voice in this lightsaber so people know that's me all day?
I know. I mean, like, I can't wait. So a little backstory. I when I got married, I bought all of my groomsmen, which included Jordan, Saberforge, Xenopixel lightsaber. There. Yeah. I love that. But so that was the lightsaber you saw when we first got on there. Non-sponsor whatsoever, but they all
but we do love you, so if you do
we do love Saberforge, but they all come, and I'll turn it back on, they all come with like font cards, right? I can't wait for someone to pull the lightsaber sound from this show so that I can upload, because I spent some time today making sure that it crackled like his does. It's not showing up too great on this camera, but the crackle and the movement of the lightsaber, I spent some time making sure it did that. So I can't wait for someone to make a font for Zeopixel, Neopixel, any lightsaber that you can get a font chip on.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
The person, the website that I get all my fonts from is called Kyberphonics. Great guy. Love his videos. I love the fonts and everything. He hasn't. He has stickers. Anyways, okay.
Oh no, stay on target.
He hasn't made one yet. So
Okay.
I'm like, I keep refreshing this website every day. I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Whenever he releases it, it's gonna be great, and I can't wait. The other thing about the screams is did you watch with subtitles? Did you watch it? Do you have subtitles on?
Yes.
Okay, so did you notice how when he was fighting Devin, which by the way, we got a name, Devin, we love you. I have a friend named Devin.
We got a name for both of them in this episode.
Yeah,
in chapter
Devin
3.
And Daki.
Devin and Daki. Master Devin, and
yes,
them using Sam's scream for the saber is in a way they make the saber sounds with your mouth canonically.
That is so true. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. No, that's a very fair point. I mean, they made it. They made it so real that they can't help but make the noises. It just so happens they used screaming a part of it instead of lightsaber noises as a part of it.
Right.
No. Talk towards the subtitles.
Yeah. So at the end of his battle with Devin, like before she finally escapes, the first time, I don't know if you caught it, but the subtitle says lightsaber speaks an alien language, and I'm like, what is it saying? What is happening? Because you always throughout the history of Star Wars, you have lightsabers calling to people, right? So like in the sequels, Anakin's lightsaber was calling to Rey, and you just think like, oh, that's just like the Force connecting her to the lightsaber. But now in Shadowlord, it's the subtitle literally said, because that's not an accident. That's not an accident.
That's going in.
It said lightsaber speaks an alien language. Now, granted, it was 5 a.m. I go to sleep the latest at 11, and you know me. You know my sleep is not
great.
Not great. So it's possible that I woke up and was making stuff up and was saying things.
Panting. Maul's lightsaber speaks an alien language.
I'm not crazy.
No, you're not crazy at all. Here, I don't know if it'll let me. It'll let me just get the subtitle. It won't let me get the image because Disney Plus is very good at keeping that.
Yes.
But I'm a screenshot it and hold on to that. I'm gonna send this to you in Discord.
Okay.
Just for us to, because I might turn this into a reel. That's crazy.
Definitely. Yeah.
It truly does just
say. If I can do it real quick, I'll pop it in here too.
Yeah, pop it in here if you can. Maul's lightsaber speaks an alien language.
That is
dash pants. So
wow.
The panting is from Devin. Obviously, she just got done fighting Maul, and this isn't even before he takes the lightsaber from her. This is like when their fight is done and she's running away.
Yep.
That's
excuse me.
Awesome.
I'm just getting choked up talking about it. That's all.
No, that's so cool. I'm so glad that you clocked that.
Yeah, I was like, dude, this is like, yes. Luckily, so like I told you this morning, I went to the gym so early because I thought I had to be at work earlier than I thought I did. So I had a bunch of time. So I just watched it, and I'm trying to watch it and finish it. And I'm in the sauna, like trying to watch it, and people are trying to talk to me. I'm like, dude, I don't even know you like that. Even if I did, I'm trying to watch something right now, trying to finish it. And so thank you, Star Wars team, for a good workout episode, because that was only episode 3. Episode 4, I watched most of episode 4 also. But I finished it at work because I got to work again so early, so I was able to finish it at work too. And I just I do. The sound. I'm gonna rant about the sound.
While we're there in that moment
of
when Devin fights Maul, and she gets away, I would love for there to be some information on how Maul knows and or learns her name, because right, he gives her an opportunity earlier in the tea scene for her to introduce herself. She never does,
right?
And then when he takes, there it is.
Maul's lightsaber speaks an alien language. Vance,
crazy.
I don't like how it automatically did it when I uploaded it into the studio, but it's fine. StreamYard.
It's fine. I don't like how it looks on Instagram because we're so tiny.
Yeah,
and the image is so. But it's fine.
Oh,
now it's just me. Hi.
Now it's just
so this is my show now. We're gonna talk about. We're just gonna go down. Yeah. Okay. There we go. But no. Truly. While we're there in that moment. It's fine. While we're there in that moment. I truly would. What is going on, Jordan?
I'm just don't listen. Once we get rich enough, I'm going to hire someone to do this all for me, so I can just focus on being the hot talent that I am. Okay.
Oh, I love it. I mean, I could be doing this, just so you know, but that's a different story. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, that's behind the scenes.
Get us back to you and me.
Yes.
In this scene where she's running away. Like I said, I would love for there to be a little bit more knowledge of, or a little bit more introduction from Maul of how he learns her name, if he knew it the whole time, because he knew he was searching for an apprentice, right? Like we saw that in episode 1 and 2. That I think we saw it like straight out the bat in episode 1. Like after the Mandalorian heist mission, he's like, "There's an apprentice here, and I'm looking for him." And then finally he finds her, and I'm curious and if that is some new force abilities from Maul, maybe some clairvoyance from Maul. That would be interesting to see if he is growing in the force and it's not just the same Maul that we've seen. I'd be very interested to see if they give us any of that information.
That would be really cool.
It also did confirm for us lightsaber nerds, there's been a lot of talk of like how many crystals are in Maul's lightsaber. And not just kyber crystals, it's just crystals in general, right? Because for a normal lightsaber, there are 2 crystals. There's a kyber crystal and then there's a focusing crystal. This confirms that Maul's lightsaber is a total of 4 crystals. 2 kybers, 2 focusing, because they're separate blades, right? And I think this is the first time we've seen that Maul's lightsaber can come in half, right? We saw it just by itself, just the one end by itself. We obviously saw it cut in half, and it was still working in episode 1, and that's where everyone was like, "Oh, is it 3 or is it 2? Is it 4?" That's kind of where the debate of how many kyber crystals are in Maul's lightsaber started. And then in Clone Wars, we saw it by itself, so just his original lightsaber hilt, and then we saw it reformed in season 7. This is the first time we've seen him straight up pulling it apart.
Right.
We haven't seen that. We haven't seen a detachable 2 double-bladed lightsaber out of Maul.
Yeah. His was always
together, right?
Together.
But that does
think of the word.
Yeah, that does answer a lot of the argument of in actually my wife brought this up last week and we were talking about this. So this is crazy that it came back around, and I'm just thinking about this now. Has Maul always ignited his lightsaber one side then the other? And the answer is yes, he has always. The first time we see him ignite his lightsaber in episode 1, it's his battle in the desert on Tatooine against Qui-Gon Jinn. It's only one side. Then we see him at the end of episode 1, and it's one side, then the other side. Then we see him in Clone Wars, and it's one side, then the other side. We saw him first episode of this. It's one side, then the other side. So that solidifies the fact that it's 2 separate lightsabers. He's igniting one, and then he's igniting the other one. They just connected to each other.
That is just beautiful.
So cool.
Yes.
Okay, that's my little lightsaber tangent.
I love it. Listen, I have my sound engineering. You have lightsaber specs, and it all comes together.
it's just so cool because the concept of the Kyber crystal is just it's just awesome. And you know, doing deep dives into how a lightsaber truly works, it's just so cool. And so to see it all come into play, and like they finally gave us an answer that Maul's lightsaber is 4 crystals, is awesome.
Yeah.
Great episodes.
Yes.
I'm so happy.
One thing I also am probably going to talk about every week is like I guess we could call it normalization or civilian space versions of civilian life.
Yeah.
So one thing, and this might catch some of you off guard because it's not giving sports fanatic over here at all. Some days, most days, but seeing the I guess lacrosse stadium,
the closest thing that we didn't see them actually playing anything, but yes.
Yeah. But it's hinted. It was very much a give with the stick. It was
the
like
stick
very much
in the ball. Yeah.
I was like, it was a sports stadium, and I was like, that's really cool. Like, I mean, other than like the arenas in The Force Unleashed 2 or the racetrack in Phantom Menace, we've never seen like a proper like stadium that you and I would go to for like a baseball or football game or anything like that. And I thought that was really cool.
It was very cool.
But then it also got sad because like Lawson had to go, and then his son was like, well, dang, he left, and I can't wait to explore more of that dynamic.
It sucks because life had to happen, is what it was.
Also interesting to learn that ex-wife was an Imperial agent.
Yep. Which is why we got we got that information from them, and it explained why Lawson was probably so hesitant about getting the Empire involved. And it's less of what was crazy for me. It was less of like a morals thing, and it was more of like he probably went through the whole Empire change situation, which means he literally saw his wife tearing people apart. Now we don't know what she was doing, but she was literally like ruining lives. And he was like, I don't want any part of this. So I thought that was really cool. They finally gave us that information.
Giving us relationship issues, one space family at a time.
Yeah. I was trying to find that.
I think domestication was the word I was looking for earlier. I don't know. Probably. I don't know.
That scene's in chapter 3, right?
I believe so.
Like when he leaves his kid.
Yeah, because the 4th episode focuses on like him going to capture Maul. So that's
I just wanted to check the hat reminded me of some things, but I think it's too far apart to be like, oh, that's a little callback to like the Rebels hats, but it's pretty close. Okay. No, it's very cool that we're seeing, like you said, we're seeing a lot of like the normalization of the galaxy.
Yeah.
Right. Just people being people. Period. They all have lives. They all got crap going on.
Yep.
So it was very cool to see that.
Yeah, I think it's pretty great. What else? I mean, you mentioned episode 4 already, so I mean, you want to jump on over episode 4?
I mean, is there anything else you want to talk about episode 3?
No, I think did you already mention the tea? I can't remember if we talked about tea yet. Tea time with Maul.
Yeah, the tea time with Maul was very cool. I think for a lot of people obviously don't know about me. I am a huge fanatic of Asian culture. And I'm not a big tea drinker, but I love the idea behind tea being more than just, a tea bag, and there being a reason behind it. So for the people who are really obsessed with, Asian style of serving tea on top of being a huge Star Wars fan, that scene was probably insane for them. Yep. I would love to know what that tea tasted like. I would love to be a part of that.
I was gonna make a
experience.
dark
There's a full
roast
set.
joke, but that works for more coffee.
That's more
so,
coffee. Yeah. But no, it truly was. You know, it's normally what you do is you've got a tea kettle for your hot water, and then you have a cup with a lid for the tea in it, and you pour the hot water into that cup, and you let it steep in that cup, and then you either remove or move the tea that's in it that's floating on the surface, and then you use the lid to pour the tea into the other two, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah,
shot for shot, it was such a cool thing to see. And that was that compassion time that we talked about, last episode that I was looking forward to seeing. And it was such a cool situation to be like, oh, I'm getting exactly what I asked for last Monday when we talked about this. On top of we're getting, the Asian culture influence that is behind being, a Jedi.
Yep.
Just amazing, because obviously, if you're not well aware yet, Jedi are based off of ancient samurai. That is just what the culture is based around. And the fighting style is based around, the closest weapon to a lightsaber real world is a katana. Mm-hmm. So the historical behind it was so cool. I was just in awe that they were like, oh, they made this work.
Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead.
No, you finish.
Right. No, there's one other thing that I want to talk to before we get to episode 4 that I was just reminded of. So
no, I was just gonna say, like, the older I get, the more I appreciate like small details and like aesthetics like that. And I appreciate like the creators like paying attention to those details and not just adding something just for I almost cursed. If you've been here since the Star Wars culture days, I got a real bad problem. I
almost did earlier, and that's when I said crap. So
they're not just throwing stuff in there just for the fun of it.
Yeah,
they study it, they make it look good, they make it look authentic. And there was I bring that up because of the tea and because there was a character that Lawson was talking to. I think it might have been in episode 3, but I think I saw it at the beginning of episode 4 when he was back in the office and he was talking to one of the other police, and the police officer was black, and his hair wasn't just the regular, we'll call it the stereotypical Killmonger side swoop with locks, and it looked like somebody took a sponge and sponged up his hair like I do. Not right now, don't.
It's fine.
But it looked like he had just got back from the barbershop, like maybe an hour before he went into work, or maybe the night before, and it looked great. And just like the tea, they didn't just throw it in there. Like, here's black hair, there was some random hair.
No, it's so cool that you can speak towards that, because that I mean, unfortunately, that goes right over my head. Mm-hmm. Right. But you're able to be like, oh yeah, no, that little detail speaks to you as a Star Wars fan.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I love Star Wars is for everyone,
Yes,
and at the end of the day, if you appreciate what they're trying to do, more power to you. So the fact that you're able to be like, oh, that really spoke to me, that's awesome. Yeah. Before we get to episode 4, just because I've got the episodes up here on the side, and I'm like jumping between scenes with the volume off. Did you notice Maul's lightsaber fighting style change at the end of chapter 3?
I thought I was tripping. I was like,
So let's get into some Star Wars techniques really quick. So Maul's fighting style, I'm gonna just pull it up so I get it right. So he is most acquainted with Form 7, which is Juyo, Juyo or Yuyo, which is the ferocity form, which is like a super acrobatic but aggressive fighting form. And if you've seen episode one, if you've seen season 7, you see him do the flips and the twists and the turns and the just him on the offense. But at the end of chapter 3, we saw him do someone else's fighting style, another Sith Lord who is proficient in this fighting style, which is form 2, Makashi, which is Dooku's fighting style, which is so different because it's a precise and refined, lightsaber form. It's specifically for dueling, to test your opponent, to see what their fighting style is for. So it was such a cool moment to see him, and he did the exact same. And I'll stand here for a second. Arm behind the back, and one lightsaber the entire time. It was such a cool moment to see him full change.
Close enough. Welcome back, Tyrannus.
Yeah, no, it was very, very cool because it caught me off guard in the episode. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
What is this? And so, it's so cool to see that shift, and to see him perform it so well.
Yes.
Because the whole point of it is a dueling style to figure out your opponent. And he did it so well in such 100%. Like an antagonizingly egotistical like power move, to be like, look, I'm better than you. I'm not here to kill you. I want you to be my apprentice. So let me just introduce you to the dark side in this little battle. And I'm really going to just get on your nerves and make you feel like you're not good enough. And you can notice, and it's a, oh God, sorry. It's season 7.
Don't apologize.
Ahsoka versus Maul battle. I'm obsessed with so much because of the footwork.
Yes.
So in the non-lightsaber dueling work of most, battles, that's where I pay attention. He did the same move twice. The first time it succeeded. The first time it was intentional because he wanted it to fail to see if she could pick up on that.
Yeah.
And it was the leg sweep. So he sweeped her the first time, she fell. He's like, I'm going to do it again. Let me see if I can get her or if she's picking up on this. And she got beyond it. And that was when he let her go. That sweep happened. She got through it. And then she ended up back to the door. And so then she started running. Maul didn't go after her. Maul was like, I'm getting to her. This is working. Just awesome.
Perfect.
Absolutely awesome.
10 out of 10. I literally, that whole fight and that episode in general, I have no notes. I really don't. And at first I thought it was just because like I just don't. Like if you go back and watch like early reviews of like The Mandalorian and like stuff like that, where I'm just kind of like, yeah, I mean, it was a good episode. It's Star Wars. I don't really have that big of an opinion on it. No, this time I just genuinely think it was just peak. I mean,
it was fantastic.
Yeah,
truly, it was fantastic. To come out last week and be like, I want more, and then to come this week and be like, I want more, but I want to spend some time in these last 2 episodes a little more while, see if I can find some more things, and then I can wait till Monday. You just gave us gold.
Yeah,
you gave us our cake on a silver platter, gave me my little silver spoon.
We got to eat it too.
I'm just gonna enjoy this for a little bit.
Yes,
it was so cool.
Yeah, I had a great time watching these 2 episodes, and I can't wait to like sit down and watch them. I know I said I was gonna be doing a bunch of stuff while I was doing it.
Yep.
But I am probably gonna get distracted while doing it, and that's okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna just clean. Let me put something on while I clean.
Yeah, exactly. And then
singing.
Yep. For me, that usually happens with Beyonce music videos. Now it's Maul Shadow Lord. I mean, they're the same thing, right? Like
right
Beyonce
now,
and Maul, like right there.
So, the one thing that does kind of annoy me, and just from a filmography side of it, not from anything else, is I don't need a previously on an episode that I just watched. Like I didn't watch it like it didn't come out a week ago. It came out an hour ago.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
I don't know. When did they start doing that?
I was so that they did that.
Well, I'm just talking about like Star Wars shows in general, because I feel like they did it in The Mandalorian.
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know if they probably did do it throughout The Mandalorian, and so that might be just a new style of how they do it. Okay. I clocked it last week, rewatching it with my wife, and I full on paused for a second. I'm like, this is unnecessary. Okay, play it. And like that was it. That was the whole conversation. Like it wasn't that big of a deal. It just I thought it was entirely unnecessary for an episode I just watched. I just finished. So I'm only reclocking that right now because I didn't talk about it last week, but I only reclocked that right now because I just moved on to episode 4. That's right here, so that we can talk about episode 4.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I forgot what I was gonna say. That's why I'm stalling until I
remember. No, you're good. You're good.
Episode 4. Yeah, this was pretty much like the episode where they're like, Lawson's getting ready to confront Maul. He's there. I think they found him and they're on their way, or they were like on the verge of finding him, found him, and then they go in for the arrest. I want to stop on Lawson. I want to stay on Lawson for a second. I feel bad for my man, free my man Lawson from the stresses of being a police law enforcer in the time of the Empire. Him and when he had his first conversation with Two Boots about like calling the Empire and stuff, he's like, Two Boots kind of brings it up like, you had no problem calling the Empire. I mean, the Republic. Why do you have a problem calling the Empire? And that's kind of a good indication. And we've seen it before. It's not the only time we've seen it, but it's a good indication of where the galaxy is at this point and how few people know about what actually happened and what's going on with the Empire, right? Like, he's like, they just took over. I mean, he's taking it at face value, and Two Boots is taking it at face value. And he's like, look, like, they're the ones in charge now. Like, I don't see why you don't call them like you would call like the Republic and the Jedi. Mm-hmm. And that's, because a lot of people just genuinely don't understand like the differences between what the Republic was and the Jedi who served in the Republic and what is now the Empire. And he's just Two Boots is also just trying to follow the rules, They clearly need help. There's no denying that they need help. Lawson knew deep down that he was never going to be able to do this by himself. Mm-hmm. But he understood why calling the Empire was not a good idea. And his boss, I can't remember her name. I guess she's the captain. I don't know. Is she a detective?
I can pull it up. No, I think she's the chief.
Okay, yeah.
Because I think at one point he's like, let me see. I'm pretty sure at one point he's like, Chief, I know how to get to him.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, they're kind of the only two who understand, and everyone else is just kind of like, we need the help. I'm not understanding what the issue is. So much so to where he's like willing to go behind his back and try to call the Empire anyway, and Two Boots ends up getting on desk duty, and he's mad at Lawson.
Oh yeah, I mean, like
you saw the part where you saw the part where he like didn't acknowledge him when he came to sit down, and then like covered their picture together with files. That to be listen. I don't like to consider myself that sensitive, but I'm very dramatic. If you cover a picture with me, it's over. It's over. I don't care how mad you are at me. You better not cover that picture, because now I'm hurt. and we gonna have to talk about this, or we just gonna have to, whatever this partnership is, we just gonna have to call it quits. You're gonna have to go find another partner. I don't know, but clearly we can't do this no more because you covered my picture. No. Yeah,
no,
that was
absolutely. It was truly fantastic though. I mean, because we're seeing a droid, which we've seen droids have emotions before, but for him to be like as emotional about that, and yet still have this prime directive that he has to stand by.
Yep.
And then have this conflict with each other. I think it was a very great choice on both of their parts. On Sam and Dave's. That's crazy. So Sam and Dave's is it's like a local diner near here.
That's
it's kind of a chain, but it's like a local chain. So saying Sam and Dave and obviously meaning Sam Witwer and Dave Filoni is hilarious for me inside my brain. But no, it was that once again, it's that show of normalcy. By the way, she is the chief. I did not get a name, unfortunately, but yeah, she is the chief of either their division or their police department. Period.
Okay.
So
that is just.
I can probably get a name.
Great.
But anything else from episode 4 you want to touch on?
I think their confrontation with Maul was also pretty good. Towards the end, when Lawson closes in on him, and he's like, Maul's like, "Hey, like, I'm actually trying," and I don't know if you would consider this part of his like compassion, but he's like, "Hey, I'm just trying to rebuild what I lost.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to terrorize the city, so like, work with me. Let me, get back what I lost and rebuild what was mine." And I mean, I'll leave the city alone for the most part. Like, I don't, the city is yours. And Lawson's like, nah. He's still holding on to that, like, the control he thinks he has as a police officer, as a law enforcement individual in what's the planet called? Janix. And in this Imperial era, and you can't help but feel bad for the man. But also, this is, it may be a hot take as far as like the good guys are concerned, but like a lot of them don't really have a choice to stay good. You know what I mean? Like,
you
have 100%. To, if you don't want the Empire to show up, you got to make a deal with the crime boss. Sorry. I mean, I guess you don't have to.
There's no way around it. Yeah, it's either let there be no crime. Don't tell anybody about the crime. Make a deal with crime to make it not as severe, or be with the Empire.
Yeah.
It is Janix, just so you know. You nailed that one. Killed it.
I don't know why last week I thought we were in Coruscant the whole time. But then I was like, no, this makes sense because Palpatine would be trying to get Maul because Palpatine's not stupid. He's strong in the Force, Maul's strong on the dark side of the Force. So it's like he probably sent him down there. He probably wouldn't just let him be running around down there all willy-nilly. Yep. So yeah.
I think to what you pointed out is very crucial. I think that the way how you said it was very important because Sam talked about before the show was released that there are really bad guys, and he put Palpatine at a 10 and put Darth Vader at like a 9.2, and then he made the hilarious comment of saying, "Unless you're his son." But I think to his point and what he said was, we're seeing bad guys against worst guys, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Maul is a bad guy at this point. I think, to your point, I think he is just trying to rebuild what he had lost.
Yeah.
Just the way he is going about it is the way that he went about gaining it in the first place.
Maul is he's living life the way he was raised to. If we get down to the nitty gritty of it, this is what he was taught. This is what he knows. That's what he's gonna do.
Murdered brother, murdered mother.
Yeah.
Guy's got some trauma, but I mean,
yeah.
So, yeah, I think to your point, I think he's absolutely just going about this the best way that he thinks that he can. And I truly think towards the bad guys versus worse guys, I think we're gonna see that big time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I will be very surprised if we don't see a Inquisitor next episode.
Yeah, I think this is when it starts happening. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Next week is when it is definitely gonna start happening.
Yes.
I wonder what Imperial officers we're gonna see. I wonder that's kind of like I know that's kind of like a niche thing, but we're gonna
have to see the wife. We're gonna have to see the ex-wife. I mean, it's bound to happen. She'll
sure
ask for a transfer, or she was assigned to it because of her previous knowledge.
I could see an episode like, since we're talking about like the domestication of like Star Wars.
Yeah,
I could see them being like, oh, she's here. She comes back. Oh, hey, son of mine, while I'm here, come live with me. You're not getting along with your dad. I'm going to try to pull you into what I'm doing, or just get close with you again. And if you decide to join the Empire, so now the dad has to like, struggle with this fact that he, for lack of better term, neglected his son a little bit. They're not as close as they maybe once were.
In his eyes, he fails at being a father if his son joins the Empire.
Right.
He fails at being a dad,
So 100%. I can see that happening for sure. And I think that'll be interesting to see, because I see it all the time in other shows that I watch, like, parent who's not as close when they, after the divorce or whatever, come back and they try to get the kid on their side for whatever reason. Or just try to get close with the kid. In general. And so it'll be interesting to see that if that's the route they take.
Yeah, if they go like full stereotypical, divorce family life.
Yeah.
Vibe. A couple of things I want to hit on episode 4 was number one, and I'm going back through. If I'm looking down, it's because I'm going back through literally my texts to Jordan earlier today. He trained one of his Zebraks to
yes. That was interesting, because I was like, as I was watching the episode, I was like,
that's Maul. And then I was like, that's not Maul.
Yeah, and then when he got captured, I was like, no, there's no way.
Yeah.
And then he took the hood off, and I was like,
what threw me off immediately was, that's weird. Why is Maul only using one side of the lightsaber? Especially because we saw him a week prior tear down all of these pikes with double blade.
Right.
No problem, no issues, no nothing.
Yep.
So what we saw a untrained, as far as we knew, Zebrak, not force sensitive whatsoever, as far as we know, take out, I think, like 7 or 8 pike, and do it well, like deflecting bolts.
Yep.
Wow.
He was definitely trained,
like,
and I think
like
that's
truly trained with the lightsaber, which was insane. I thought that was crazy. That threw me for a whirl. And then for him to come in and then pull a lightsaber from him, I thought it was also really cool that Maul talked about, when he lost everything, he did actually go for help and got shafted, for lack of a better term, and was entirely told to shove it. And he had to start from scratch. And then he went back to Mandalore to what he knew. So I thought that was very cool. I don't know what species Master Daki is, because I talked last week and I thought he was the same species as our other crime lord guy, the other guy he's got captured. I'm blanking on his name off the top of my head. I thought he was the same species, but he is not. He is something completely different.
Yeah, because he's taller.
Yeah,
I know that's not the only
I
indicator, but
what threw me off is do you remember the creature that Obi-Wan faces in episode 2 in the pit on Geonosis?
Yes.
Yeah, his head kind of reminded me of that, or the dinosaur, the one actual dinosaur that is got like the flat armored head. That's what it reminded me of. I don't think we've ever seen this species in Star Wars, as far as I know.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, so I thought he was extremely cool. Three fingered hand. I like I talked last week. I was obsessed. I was upset that we weren't surprised by his lightsaber color. I was hoping for something other than blue. I could have seen him easily in a green or a yellow.
Oh, for sure.
Or an orange. Like we talked last week. I thought, maybe they give us something crazy.
Yeah.
But I really, really like Master Daki at this point. I also thought the way how Maul ended it, and he didn't kill Master Daki, is maybe not necessarily a touch on his compassionate side, but on the side that he's like, no, this has
nothing to do with what I want.
Yeah, I still need this to work. I don't necessarily need him, but I can't openly kill her master in front of her and expect her to not want to kill me and just ruin everything that I'm working towards.
Yeah, because he saw his master do it in other Sith, and he just was like, no, that's not how that's
no, because I was watching a video today, and they were talking about what the Mount Rushmore of Sith were, and they were trying to figure out if Maul belonged on that list, and I took a second to be like, I would say no, because from everything after episode 1, and probably most of Clone Wars until like the very end, I don't think Maul is a Sith Lord anymore.
No,
he's something entirely different. Like he might be classified as a Sith because he's got a red lightsaber, or classified as a Sith because he's doing bad things and he's force sensitive, and he's got a lightsaber. It doesn't matter what color it would be. I mean, obviously we saw Grievous. He's not a Sith, but he had different colored lightsabers. But I don't think I would classify Maul as a Sith anymore. He's something beyond it. He's not a gray Jedi. Gray Jedi are not canon as far as we know yet.
Right.
But he's not a Sith.
I wouldn't consider him a Sith either.
Yeah, I don't know.
He just wants to do crime.
Well, it's not even that. I think he truly is looking for balance. I think he's looking for peace.
Yeah.
And whatever form that takes for him is all that matters. Is that at the end of the day, he can look at the galaxy or look at his life and be like, finally, it's done. It's over. Because he has gone through so much pain and suffering and just turmoil that I think he is truly just searching for done.
Yep.
Peace. Finito. Final.
Yeah. So with that being said, and we already know we're getting a season 2.
Yeah.
I wonder how, because when we find him back, when we bring him back in the Clone Wars, right? He's like, I need to kill Obi-Wan right now. Right.
In Rebels,
on the Jedi. Yes, in Rebels. That too. So we go from I need to get revenge on the Jedi and probably get my master back. And Rebels, he's obsessed with Kenobi. How because he hasn't mentioned him yet, and I really hope they don't. After thinking about it, I don't want them to until the very end. Like, let's say we get more seasons down the line, or even if they're like, hey, you'll have a second season, you need to wrap everything up in that second season. Do it towards the end, but how do we bridge the gap between I just want that peace and control and my crime back to obsessing over Obi-Wan again?
So I think a lot of the obsession with Obi-Wan comes from that. Obviously, Obi-Wan tried to kill him, you know, and for the longest time we thought he did. But now that you're bringing this up, and correct me if there's any canonical reason why I would be wrong. I think Maul, which is the line from season 7 of the Clone Wars, you know, I was expecting Kenobi. I think he was truly expecting to reason with Obi-Wan. To be like, look, this bad guy is sitting at the root of your empire, and he is grooming your Padawan. We got to stop him. I don't want that to happen. And call me crazy, but with episode 2 that happened, if Obi-Wan showed up instead of Ahsoka, I think it would have worked.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because Obi-Wan is definitely he would have realized Maul wasn't playing with him. Because with Ahsoka, it was like she almost believed it, but then she was like, no, Anakin, like she was too worried about
Anakin would never do that.
Anakin, and Obi-Wan would have been like, damn, no, he kind of got a point.
No, totally. Because especially with, you know, what happened in episode 2 where he's talking with Dooku, and Dooku's like, would you believe me if I told you that the guy who's running your entire government is the Sith Lord you're looking for?
Yeah.
And Obi-Wan's like, no, we would have known. But if Maul came in and then was like, hey, would you believe me that the guy who's running your government is the Sith Lord you're looking for? It's like, where have I heard this before?
Right, exactly.
So I don't know. I agree with you. I don't want them to mention Obi-Wan.
Until they're done, until they're like, let's address some things or whatever.
Because I think what happened in Rebels, where, you know, the holocrons formed, and what Maul was looking for was balance, was peace, like we were just talking, and he didn't see Kenobi. He saw Luke, but in that vision, seeing Kenobi watching over him, you know, and probably a lot of that was probably, you know, I can't say he didn't see Obi-Wan, so I take that back, because we don't know what he saw, right? He just saw I think what his words were, twin suns, desert, and then him. So he could have saw Kenobi because Kenobi was watching over the balance, right? So I think this whole journey is just to find peace, and just to be done with it.
100%. No, I definitely see that too. The show is just so perfect.
It's so good. I would love
it's so good.
Hey, if we get a chance, and we can sit down with some of the people that worked on it, that'd be great. That'd be awesome.
Please.
I'd love to pick your brain. It doesn't even have to be this. It doesn't have to be live. I don't have to put it out to the public.
No, we can just talk about it.
I don't care. I would love to just be like, hey,
I'm checking every con guest list ever, and if I see any of you at any other convention, I'm gonna show up.
Yeah, no, I truly, I think it would be so cool to be like, hey, are we right?
Yeah.
Is this what he's looking for?
Yeah.
And I don't even need to get a yes or no. I just need he's working, he's trying.
Yeah.
Last thing, very last thing. The Venator. So I texted you about this earlier, about when they were rolling over Imperial Venators versus, you know, Republic Venators, because in Bad Batch 19 BBY, right, they destroyed Camino.
Yeah,
it's happening 18 BBY, so that's a full year, easily enough time to start making some ships. but truly, the Star Destroyers didn't start rolling into major production until 22 BBY. Wait, that can't be right. That's behind. So let me fact check that date. Because 22 BBY would be before it even started. So that had to have been like Attack of the Clones, when the actual Republic style Venator class Imperial, not Imperial Star Destroyer, but yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Other examples, history. There's not a date of when they started rolling into true production, because at the end of episode 3, we see the Venator class repainted. It's no longer red. It's just all gray.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just curious. On when they started like moving over. Like, is this obviously this is the first time we see the Star Destroyer? I think I don't want to say things that are wrong, right? Because I love this universe so much.
Right. But one thing about a Star Wars fan is they gonna correct us. So
yeah,
and one thing I'm confident about is being corrected by a Star Wars fan.
By all means, correct me.
Yes.
Imperial Star Destroyer made. Let's see what this says. Designed by Lara Wexley. Cost 150 million credits. It's giving me the shielding, it's giving me the hull, it's giving me the sensor system. I just need to know when this was put into date.
But all that other information is also really good to know.
It is cool. I mean, if you haven't spent a couple hours on Wikipedia, highly recommend. And now it is just like Wikipedia. I could come in here and edit this stuff if I wanted to, but it is really, there's so much information out here. I can't find a set by date. If I find one, we can talk about it next week. Because I don't think there was a destroyer at the destruction of Camino.
I don't think there was.
I think it was just the Republic Venators. So, yeah, I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think there was.
Anything else from chapter 4? Anything else that you really enjoyed?
No, I like how it closed out with the ship coming over.
Yeah.
And then it fades to black, and we're like, now they're like 7 days. You gotta wait for 7 more days.
It felt very much like Lothal, like Rebels.
Yeah.
Which I thought was very cool.
Yeah, for sure. That was, I know, it was just good. There's not much else to say that we haven't already said. Sound design again, perfect. You already said it. I liked how he didn't unnecessarily kill Uncle Docky. That's Unc. He is Unc. Leave him alone, please.
Look. I texted you. He's voiced by the guy who used to do the Allstate commercials.
Yep. So we're in good hands.
We were talking last week about people who were voicing, and I entirely skipped over him.
Stacked. Yeah.
I mean, like,
the cast is so stacked.
Because we only got him so few last week.
Yeah.
That I was like naming off the people off the top ones. The voice of Mickey Mouse, the voice of I'm blanking, Zeb Aurelius.
Yes.
And we were sitting on the old Allstate commercial guy.
Yep. Yep.
And I obviously he's in more than, let's see, Allstate. I know he's in more than just that. Dennis Haysbert. He was in the movie Major League, Sniper, Secret Obsession, The Unit, which is a very well-known TV series. Send Help. Just an amazing voice, and here he is.
Yep.
Doing an amazing voice for Uncle Decky.
I just what can I say? The cast is just
I did think that was really funny too, where they're like, we didn't even know you had like to Lawson. We got a message from your uncle. Why didn't you tell us you had an uncle?
Yeah, like
he's
what is,
full.
huh?
He's full down on like this. This is who I am.
Yep.
I'm everybody's uncle.
Yep. It's like, why did you say? I didn't know either. Me, I didn't know how to look either. While we're sitting here talking about it, too good. Yeah, like you said earlier, 9 out of 10. I don't, and I'm only taking a point away because I don't have more. So
yeah, that's why I'm doing the the point right. So yeah, 9 point. What did I say? I think 9 point.
I think you said 9 point. Yeah.
I think 9.7 for episode 4. I just really like the lightsaber duels. And I liked Maul's intention behind what he did. Like we saw, everything is so intentional. Everything he's doing is so like methodical. And then a 9.3 for episode 3. For basically the same exact reasons. I don't think I would change anything. I just really like this show.
Yeah, same. I don't. There's not, like I said, there's not much else to be said that we haven't already. I love how I've been excited for a lot of Star Wars projects, but so when I say this, I don't mean that I haven't been, but like it's nice to be this genuinely like hyped every week for episode or 2 episodes rather, and be blown away almost every single time. The only thing that I just want more, and I know I shouldn't, but I want more. I don't care.
It's just been really fun. It's been really fun to sit down every week and be like, what are they going to give us? And they just keep giving us gold.
Yeah, and I'm glad they gave us the show that we finally do our show together, because we've talked about it forever. I mean, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna cry. So I'm just gonna stop talking about stuff.
Yeah, no,
we're not doing that. It's only the 2nd episode. We're not finna do all that. But yeah, I mean, that in and of itself is why I'm a little biased. So
yeah,
it's fine. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait for the next few episodes. We only get 8, right? There's only 8 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, we're all ramping up. No, there's 10. There's 10 episodes.
10.
So we're ramping up to May 4th.
Okay.
So the last 2 episodes will come out on Monday, May 4th.
About 8 or 9 days before I graduate. That's gonna be
crazy.
That's gonna be a doozy.
Crazy. Yeah. And then they're dropping that on us. Then they're dropping Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yes.
2 weeks after that, I believe
this is such a fun year to be a Star Wars
fan.
That
comes out 22nd.
Yep, 22nd. I already told my cousin because that's her birthday. Hey, I'm sorry about it, but
I'll be at the movies.
Yeah. So, but she knows what the deal is with me and Star Wars. So
I keep looking for the Imperial Star Destroyer date, and it just keeps giving us the Clone Wars Venator date. Because the problem is they're the Imperial I-class Star Destroyer Venator.
Yeah.
So when you ask for the Star Destroyer, it's gonna just hold the Venator.
Mm-hmm.
So
interesting. Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Before we go, I saw Anna and Tracy this weekend, and they said hello, everybody. We went to NostalgiaCon. Maybe that'll be another video because I have a lot of opinions on NostalgiaCon. Some great, some not so great. Security was very rude.
Ooh.
Maybe I'll make a video on it. I don't know if you know who Swell Entertainment is, but she does. She goes to a lot of events, festivals, cons, all of them, and she critiques them. Maybe I'll do a Swell Entertainment style video and talk about NostalgiaCon.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Swell Entertainment, but no, you should definitely make a video in the interim of this week before next Monday.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you've got something coming up here.
Yes, if it'll pull up this
Not that one.
That's not no guys.
Speaks an
That's still
alien
so
language.
cool though. But
it is very cool.
There we go. Yes, Comicpalooza for the what feels like 20th year in a row has invited us back, and we are so very grateful to be part of their show for I think this is our 6th year in a row.
I was gonna say because you were talking like 3 weeks ago that they hadn't reached out, and you were like,
yeah, I was like, I wonder when they're gonna reach out. Oh my god! And then they reached out, and I'm like, oh my god!
Yeah.
So that's gonna be cool. I will be freshly graduated, not worried about school. I just have a big old test I'll need to study for, but I'll probably take that in the next 3 to 4 months until slow and steady wins the race.
So is the whole crew coming together for
yes, that is where's the banner? Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it.
No, don't worry, but I was just curious.
Yes, that is the plan. And with our new friend, I don't want to say who it is yet. I mean, a lot of people probably know who it is though, but we're still working on getting her included in everything. And it's gonna be a fun time. We have friends, booth vendor friends that we see every year. We actually saw them at NostalgiaCon. They're going to be at Compalooza. Their booth is, but the 2 people we specifically know, the owners, they're a brother and sister duo, they will not be there. They'll be in San Antonio. But we will see them, I think, in Dallas, in Fan Expo Dallas, when that happens in September. But they live in the area, so we'll see them at their shop. We all follow each other on social media. So we'll see them.
Very fun.
A good time. Yeah, it's getting us hyped up for convention season.
Yeah. I mean, sure. obviously take plenty of content, video, photos, so that you guys have stuff to get out there.
Yeah, most definitely. And we're nearing the end, we don't have to do it every week, but since you're gonna be here every week, but if you want to plug your social medias, now is the time.
Yeah. I mean, you can follow me on all social media at PaulTrysLife, TRYS. It's this right here. You can follow me on all social media. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch.
My house.
Soon we'll be there.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm gonna try and get some content from last week's video out there. Last week's was a week, so and then there'll definitely be content from this week because there were definitely moments from this week that I want to get out on social media. So and hopefully in the next month or so, Twitch streams will start back up again. It's been a break, and like I said last week, I really want to get back into it. It's just the time management of everything.
For sure.
Making time for it has been a little difficult between like I said, work, puppy life. We don't need to get into it, but hopefully in the next month, we can start that back up again. So
yes, for sure. Well, thank you all once again for stopping by and listening to us rant and rave about probably one of the best shows ever blessed.
Thanks for having me again this week. I'm really enjoying this.
Of course, you're gonna be here forever.
No, I hope so.
And ever and ever and ever, and it's gonna be great. But yeah, I mean, you know where to find me. I'm right there on everything that. If there's a social media platform, that's my username.
You can also find all of these videos. If you missed last week's video, go to Tales from Beyond the Galaxy. Yes. Let me get the official, because I used to love doing this for my YouTube page, because it was as easy as youtube.com/@PaulTrysLife. So Tales from Beyond the Galaxy is youtube.com/@Tales from Beyond the Galaxy.
Yes.
So if you missed last week's and you're not caught up, go check out our video last week.
Please. Yes. And with that being said, we will see you all next week for episodes 5 and 6 because I know how to do math. 5 comes after 4 and
Killing
6 comes after 5, but I will not make a 6, 7
It'll
joke.
it'll be the halfway point.
Yes.
Crazy.
But with all that said and done, goodbye, and we will see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.